What is up, DTube? What is up, Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk about the ultimate. I was considering a little bit what would be the ultimate time consuming or attention consuming D app. And I know, yeah, we call D app, we say that for decentralized app, but what basically we talk about is an app with blockchain functionality. This is a bat, by the way, and I have it just because I have this little thing here, so I'm gonna hit the ball. But yeah, so what would be, lately I've been checking out some really cool apps, amazing apps, amazing D apps, apps with blockchain support. And what I sort of see is, so we started off with tokens, and soon we're gonna have NFTs, which is kind of like items tokenized. And I really see that, oh my god, this is truly gonna take over, because it's more fun. It's more stimulating for the human. So for example, why is it more stimulating? Well, because you're using graphics, so it's easier to identify with, which is why I'm saying, oh my god, the biggest black hole D app, in a black hole in terms of it's going to consume every attention on humans. It's going to be some app with items that are tokenized, that makes you easy identify with it, and then you sort of make up a story. For example, an item in a game, maybe it's a cool tiger that looks rare. What happens is people see this, people see it tokenized, and if it's a fun game, they sort of get into this mode where they kind of are like, well, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. It's fun. I'm playing a game. I have this cool item, cool tiger, and every person playing the game, they're basically making up their own story. Let's say they get the same sort of tiger. They're all making up sort of their own story of what that item means for them. So I sort of see that, oh my god, these apps are going to work like a black hole. It's going to consume people's attention at the same time as they're doing value. Let's say they're mining some NFT tokens or whatever. This is barely here at the moment also, by the way, I should say that. But I sort of see some apps starting to play around with this right now, and they have a lot of mainstream success in terms of users. The user growth is crazy. What used to take this space 12 months, I now see some apps doing 1 month. What is that? That must be a 10x. Wait a sec. That must be a 10x speed. 10x or 12x speed improvement. Just because more exciting FOMO, fear of missing out apps are coming out. Again, very early. This is like some people playing around with this right now with some apps and some gamification, like the ultimate game theory systems. And this is going to be the ultimate time attention consuming D app, basically, or D apps. But one app is just, it really is going towards that phase where it's going to be one D app to rule them all. Because right now, the main interest why people are into this space and interested in blockchain and stuff like that is because the value. You're getting rewards, basically. So the NFT rewards are going to be the most engaging, the most fun for most people. I think that even just looking at charts is going to get boring compared to, wait a sec, we can generate cool items from nothing. That is way more fun. That's going to be really, really fun. And I see it right now. It's just, it consumes a person's attention, and it makes them attach identity. Also, that's the genius part. They attach identity to it. So let's say you like this game, and we tokenize this game. You're gonna play it probably all the time. For example, you can make a game for every niche and have it. We can make, let's say you like baseball or some bat game. You can make cool graphics with a bunch of different bats call them a name, make up a story about each bat. I think they're called bat, and and people in that niche would love it. This is probably going to be more fun. It's virtual fun, which is probably going to be. It's probably. Just as we're starting to see virtual sports starting to be on the rise, this is going to be on the rise because it's just more fun, and it's like a parody. That it's even more fun. Like, let's say a person owns a Bitcoin. There's really not that much fun you can have with it. I mean, yeah, you can spend it, but it's you looking at graphics, looking at the tokenized thing, and say this has X value and it's a tiger. It's just more fun, I think, for most people, and that is the exciting part. That's the exciting part. So then I was thinking a little bit more. Okay, so how can you expand on this a little bit more? So first of all, why? And also it's energy efficient, because take for example a social media app. They're gonna have a lot of user generated content, which means there's gonna be a lot of unpredictability. And let's say a person uploads a 2-hour video, that takes up a lot of space, more expensive. If you have, let's say, AI generated NFT tokens in a fun game, most stuff is already preloaded. There is not much user generated stuff. You can still have user generated NFT tokens. You can make that work as well, but it is more safer in a way, even from a developer perspective, because you sort of know what is going to be there, and in a way also it's going to be more anonymous in a way, because when people playing a game, they're usually just interacting with the game. And sure, you can have other players in the game, but in many games mostly it's more anonymous, which makes it also so it can scale much easier. It can scale much easier because you don't have to have so much this is that everyone sort of has to be a blogger, which is, we know that most people are not content creators, so we're gonna see these new DApps that tries to be the new social media and stuff like that, but it gets problematic because most people just want to earn passive. And that's why AI generated NFT items is going to be like the ultimate time consuming, attention consuming services. Because a person is just going to stake equity in the game, and some games already have this available. They're going to stake equity, and then they can basically earn passive earning, passive income. That's genius. Dividends. Generating random items, have AI generate random cool items automatically. Why did Minecraft 10 years ago have this huge success? Because they figured out a way where most of the world can already be, it can generate auto randomness, auto fun, and people like when you can generate random stuff automatically. And sure, a user is building stuff in Minecraft. Like you're building worlds in many ways. But it's not much randomness. People also gathered very easily around a niche. So that's also great, because when everyone is having a niche, for example with Minecraft, everyone is into blocks, so there's not going to be that much chaos, there's not going to be that much drama, because everyone is more, it's easier to get people into a win-win mindset there, because it's just less randomness, it's less, people sort of know what they're doing. It's also more as people more have this digital job role, and I think that's really where it's going. Building the Sims worlds, building AI worlds, artificial intelligence. I mean, it sounds super fancy, but it's just playing with digital thing, or digital playing with light and sound in many ways. AI generating just intelligent worlds, and it sounds super fancy, but once you just have the basic intelligence template there, for example, when they created Minecraft, they realized, oh wait a sec, when we sort of have a working model for something that people love, because we can see their attention, they're spending a lot of time in this, if we can just do more of this by almost using some algo, generate a little bit more randomness, which is what you're doing with Minecraft when you're generating new worlds. If we can just tweak that a little bit, just add a little bit more randomness on the algo, it generates sometimes a cool thing, sometimes a random thing shows up, ooh, then we can sort of automate value. Can automatically create value from nothing, basically. Now that is cool. It's not magic. It's just that we don't understand exactly how it works. We don't know exactly how a smartphone works in the internals, how a video is being uploaded, why we're using ones and zeros. We don't fully exactly understand 100% the technology, but as long as it works, right? It's just as we don't exactly know how our body is processing water and making it into a human body, or how you're eating a hamburger and it turns into a human body. We don't know exactly how that works, but we don't have to understand everything. As long as it works, wait a sec, can we have AI automatically generate value and sort of consume everyone's attention and just make people's basic needs first cover, and then we can focus on everything else? So maybe a lot of people eventually going to realize, wait a sec, I'm not actually that interested in doing this social media stuff. Maybe I just want to build AI worlds because I have all the value I need already, so why not just have fun? And is it going to be that much fun? Social media usually is not that fun for most people, I would say. Most people just want information and rewards. Information, rewards, and fun. And the ultimate D apps that would be able to offer this is apps with items, tokenized, fun games. Everyone usually loves some kind of game. Not all. But I would say that even people that are doing, let's say, YouTube videos, if they can have an AI do the videos instead, most of them would just turn on the AI, make the videos from some Sims character, and designers, architects that build houses at the moment, for example, just a niche example, they're just gonna add some randomness, and maybe they add a little bit of their taste for what they feel for that day, and say, AI, auto-generate a little bit of randomness, a little bit of fun. AI, generate this D app, add this token, add this from that project. How would that be, AI? AI, I love you. You're making me so much value. I don't know exactly how you work, but you do work. So it doesn't really seem like most people have this deep desire to use 100 apps, go to 100 websites every day. We see this when people buying food. They get confused when there's too many brands. So they want it simple. Of course they want fun also. But that's what we see, for example, in marketing. We see that people maybe buy a chocolate bar. They buy some cool brand, some cool logo. Logos and designs, it's going to play a huge role. Because people are building these stories around what they see. And if it's tokenized, even better. It really is going to make people be able to be easier in a win-win scenario. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see tokenized apps, tokenized NFT tokens. It's going to be interesting to see this be developed. And I mean, I even see it myself. If I could be an emoji making a video, I would do it. Because it's just more fun. It's more parody. It's more limitless. If, for example, if I can be an emoji doing exactly this video, I can easy add stuff, I can remove stuff, I can combine stuff, I can remix easier. And it's also, I mean, it's fun, right? There's so many more fun stuff you can do then. I think it's coming, and it's gonna make everything in many ways, as I said in the past, into a parody, but just more expensive. That's also one of the words. It's gonna be more expensive, and that's really gonna be fun. Yeah, it's really gonna consume people. Because the AI is gonna improve on itself. When it notices what works, it's just gonna do that more and faster, and it's gonna scale faster. For example, imagine when AI finds out, when, let's say, a new Google AdSense, but it's crypto sense, when it can advertise stuff automatically using tokens on some new platform. You basically make a whole digital ecosystem that really is creating stuff out of nothing. The value is, the tokens can be generated from nothing, from stake. The stake value can automatically go into advertising on a crypto advertising platform when it's eventually going to be here. The AI game can automatically generate NFT tokens by using some randomness function, and you just add a little bit of awesomeness, and it just needs to analyze more what people like, what people enjoy, what people have rewarded until now, and learn. Using deep learning technology, it's going to be interesting. I think it's very important that we have some automated value flow systems, because it frees people up. People can look at life in more perspectives, in more limitless perspectives, and that's sort of what people want in many ways. So yeah, the ultimate D-app is basically gonna consume most people. Users will right now have a very basic version of that, Facebook and Instagram, but hey, they need to evolve basically, and they need to add blockchain, add more fun stuff, add more value to people's life. And then, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to observe this space. It always changes every day, and yeah, always something exciting going on. Have an awesome day, DTube. Have an awesome day, Steam blockchain. Bye.